Now for part 3 of our 12 News special series, Scorched Earth. Lake Mead is at its lowest level in history. Lake Mead supplies water and power for Arizona, California, and Nevada, but the lake levels are rapidly falling, and people who depend on it are struggling to make ends meet. Team 12's William Pitts has the story from Lake Mead.
It's been higher. 1983, the lake was at full pool. The lake's obviously not meant to be full, but it is at a record low.
That white line is called the bathtub ring. It's the high point of Lake Mead, the reservoir that supplies water to the southwest, including Arizona, Nevada, California, even Mexico. And it provides Bruce Nelson with his livelihood.
We move constantly. People, we move the marinas out, we move them in, depending on what the water's doing, and that's a constant thing. We're actually scheduled to move this morning.
Moving Bruce's entire marina because the water keeps dropping. The lake's not going to dry up. It's more than 500 feet deep when it's full, but it's a flooded canyon. When the water drops, underwater mountains come back to the surface.
We have lots of water to go have fun on. Yeah, exactly. But access becomes the hardest thing.
Moving a marina's not cheap, and while the lake is here to provide water and power, the boats are Bruce's livelihood.
Recreation, of course, is not the first thing this lake is for, but it sure becomes something that's very important to a lot of people.
And when the water leaves, it takes everything with it. According to the sign, there should be a marina and a store somewhere down there, but you can see how far the lake has dropped. And when the water started to dry up, so did all the business. This hotel hasn't seen a guest in years. This is Echo Bay, or at least it was back when there was a bay. The place was so popular it has its own airstrip, so popular that a businessman wanted to name his company after it. But the story goes EchoBay.com was taken, so he called it eBay instead. eBay is still around. Echo Bay, not so much. The water's gone so far down, the boat ramp doesn't even come close. So low, it got too expensive to keep the marina. It was closed and dismantled in 2013. All that's left is a vacant RV park and the abandoned resort that used to be right on the water.
I have memories of it very high, down to where it's at now.
Chelsea Kennedy is a park ranger at Lake Mead. Ever since she's worked here, there's been a drought, 22 years worth.
There's nothing that's going to happen quickly with this situation. It would be Mother Nature over time fixing itself.
It's all connected, the demand for water, the supply, and Bruce Nelson's family business.
It needs to be here for the entire Southwest.
Bruce can't keep moving the marina. Something has to give, so the lake and the business will be here for Bruce's kids. William Pitts, 12 News.